Hi, today is the 20th of February and I decided to record this on my walk. A year ago, well, 29th, on a leap day, on a leap year, my mom passed away, and I've been thinking about, it's a year on. What is it that I've learned? What is it that grief has taught me in this 364 and a half days? I was thinking about how we hold on to grief because it keeps us closer, or it similarly keeps us closer to the people that we love that have passed on. Actually, from the 22nd, like a week ago, I'd been feeling really heavy because 22nd was when my mom decided that she had had enough. She was tired, her body was tired. She'd been holding on and believing for healing and for years, and she was somewhat really strong for those 3.5 years, but the last month was brutal, and I think at some point she just decided, I've had enough. So 22nd was when she called us and said, I've had enough, I'm on my way, I'm heading home. 22nd was the last time she really spoke, and after that it was just a question of waiting it out for the inevitable. So 22nd of February I was really emotional because I think that was the day that she started really, she started slipping away from us and started leaving her body and all of that. And I thought about what is it that I've learned? What have I learned? What is it that this year has taught me? The first thing is that grief can creep up on you. I was talking to my brother yesterday. It's cold today. Jesus Christ, it's cold. I was talking to my brother yesterday and I was talking about how grief can just suddenly creep up on you, and you can't work it away, you can't drink it away, you can't sleep it away. If you try to do something else just not to deal with the grief, what it does is that it parks itself just for a moment, and then it taps on your shoulder when you're ready. You can't. Grief is going to be with you for the rest of your life. For the rest of my life, I'm going to always miss my mom. I think about her every day. I'm always going to miss her, but the grief gets softer. It's not as harsh as it was a year ago. Today, a year ago, I was getting on that flight to Canada. I was trying to figure it out, trying to get on the plane, trying to get there before she took her last breath. But that I was mid-air when she passed. So it never goes, it just stays with you. It changes you. I've read somewhere that it actually changes you because it's a form of trauma. It changes you, and the question is, what do you do about that change? I think that grief also is a call to wake up, because now that you're grieving, I think about what would mom say if she was here. She'd be like, you need to live. Like, time is a thief, it steals from us, so you need to live your life. You need to live. And one of the ways I'm honoring her today is just go for this long walk, because she likes to walk. She would she head out of the house, go for her walks. I followed her, myself and my nieces followed her on one of her walks once, and I'm like, you walk into all these places, like into the parks, into the woods. And she was like, yeah. Oh, we're almost home. We're almost home. 30 minutes later, we're still on this walk. I'm like, oh my God. She used to love the walks, and she would walk for long. And I think that was the thing she missed most when we were talking to her those last few weeks. Like, what is it? Because when you go through palliative care, those are the things you talk through. Like, what are the things? What is quality of life? What does quality of life mean to you? And one of the things is that just the ability to walk. She just hated being bedbound. She hated it. She didn't like being bedbound. She just wanted her freedom to be able to walk. And I think that's what death gave her, out of this battered body, this body that's already tired and had enough. Her spirit was free, finally free at last. Yeah. And also that the people who have left, they never leave you. Just the way grief never leaves you, they never leave you. Sometimes you dream about them. I think I've only seen my mom once in a dream, mostly I just feel her presence. I think my brother was saying that was his experience as well. I feel her presence more. There was a day I walked into the kitchen and I felt like she was there, to the point I felt it so much to the point where I said, Mom. And what do you do in those times? You just like let it just flow through you, taking deep breaths. You tear up, you let it flow through you, and then you continue living. Like I said, grief is a call to living. Dying is a call to living. Dying is about living. Dying is about living. I saw a post by a friend of mine 2 days ago. She was talking about how she lost her best friend 18 years ago. 18 years, and she still thinks about her. And but I'm not surprised. My dad passed away 2009, so in 4 years it will be 20 years. So 16 years ago, it will be 16 years in May, and my dad passed, and I still think about him. Like, I still tear up. But now I've got 2 people to think about, you know. The longer you live, the more you understand that dying is a part of living. It's just all in the mix. You won't appreciate life until you've experienced grief. You know, was it a singer-songwriter, Passenger, that talked about you won't appreciate the sun until you've experienced the rain. You won't appreciate life until you've experienced death, like the death of a loved one. I think, yeah, those are my thoughts. What else? Yeah, so today is 1 year of grieving my mother. If you've experienced grief, I know a lot of people have, because that's what life is all about. Tell me what your thoughts are. What's it been like? What do you do to honor their lives? What do you do to honor your life? Like, as I'm walking, I'm thanking God that I have breath in my lungs. I think about my mom and, you know, take the walks, and like, yeah, she would love this. She would, yeah. Actually, when she's come to visit me, we've walked this path all the time. Sometimes we go for walks and runs, and so as I'm walking, I remember her like, oh yeah, Mom used to like walking in these paths. And so that's what I'm doing today, walking. I hope that you continue to live and remind yourself about living. That's what I'm leaving you with. That's what I'm ending this video with, that you continue to live as you experience grief. You continue to remind yourself to live, because that's what they want for us, to live. Like, live the best life you can, because time is ticking. Time is a thief. It steals everything from you, and before you know it, even if you live up to 100, it comes like that. 100 is like 100 summers, 100 winters. That's it. And then it's time to exit this body, and time to like go and live another existence. And who knows? Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is that you're doing, and I hope that life becomes a bit easier for you. That grief, if you're going through grief, that it becomes a bit softer, manageable, bearable. Take care. Love you guys. I will speak to you in the next video.